first and foremost, I want to give all honors and praises and glory belongs to Yahweh, by Sham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Wahavaka Kodash. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and His Son's name is Yahawashi, in who I reverence and honor the elder apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few brothers and sisters that are listening and learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days. And Lord willing, this is edifying. This is going to be based on the law. Okay, it's going to be based on the law. This is Psalms 20 and 7. The law of the Lord Yahawashi is perfect. Okay, so it's not a bad thing to keep the law at all. It's perfect. The law of Yahweh Yahawashi of the Lord is perfect, right? Converting the soul, and that law would be the law that which was through Yahawashi, the new law, the new way, through the new covenant. Because the old law, we could not keep it because we were imperfect, right? So it brought forth what? Death. And it says converting the soul. So when one comes in, when one comes into this faith, what does that mean? They're converted. They wake up, and therefore they start keeping the ways and the laws of Yahawashi. They keep a beard on their face. They stop eating pork. They stop, if they were committing adultery, they stop committing adultery. If they were stealing, they stop stealing. So the law of the Lord is perfect, converting, converting the soul. So when you wake up to this truth, there's just certain things you're not going to do over time. Okay? And the testimony of the Lord Yahawashi is sure. Okay? Making the wise the simple. Because I know I was simple before I came into the truth. Really simple. But this word, it makes a simple man wise. Okay? Makes him move more wiser as well. Excuse me. Very blocked up. And you know what that's part of? I'm feeling a little bit funny because of what's it? It's the unleavened bread. We haven't ate any leavened bread, so it's like withdrawal from that. Your body's not used to it. Like my body ain't used to it, because I'm so used to eating things with leaven in it. So this makes a big difference. But it has gave me what? More clarity, more mind clarity. But the true leaven that needs to be purged out is what? The leaven which is within our spirits, and that was supposed to be passed out for the Passover, which this is still the Passover. The feast of unleavened bread, right? But I don't want to get brothers and sisters too carried away, because again, it's a rehearsal. Okay, so if you have slipped and ate some unleavened, don't trip. Okay, that's why Yahawashi is there. But personally, it's been alright so far. I don't think I've ate any unleavened bread. Nothing with unleavened in it. I've just been eating fruits. Okay, fruits, lamb, and that's it. Okay, and figs. That's all I've been eating. Okay, and it does make a difference. Definitely gives you mind clarity. But anyways, the statutes of the Lord are right, not wrong. They're right. That's why we were given them, because it's a guide to us. And I need to do this more. I need to read the laws more, because the laws, okay, the laws that were written, we're going to be keeping these laws within the kingdom. We're going to be operating by these laws. The reason why there's a new covenant, because we could not keep the old law. Okay, but the laws that you see written in the scriptures, in the Torah, we're going to be rehearsing these things in the kingdom. Okay, it's lucky I'm all blocked up. The statutes of the Lord Yahawashi are right and rejoicing the heart. Okay, and there is rejoicing in keeping them. Okay, because what does it bring forth? Scriptures tell you it brings forth life. See, we wouldn't be in the condition we're in now if we just obeyed. We wouldn't be going through what we're going through. All we needed to do was just obey. rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure. Okay, it's not froward, it's pure. There's nothing wicked about the commandments. The commandments is what separated us from the heathens. The commandment is what gave us bounds. Because if we didn't have these commandments, guess what we'd be? Beasts, like the other nations. You ever wondered why the scriptures mention these other nations as beasts? Because they have no laws. They don't have what we have. And I have to do these videos because I also do videos about, I talk about, yes, the law of faith and Yahawashi. But Yahawashi, when he was on the scene, Yahawashi was keeping the law. Yahawashi was keeping the law. But he was letting us know that when you fall short of that, you have me. Because I don't want brothers and sisters to think, well, you could just do what you want because you have Yahawashi. No. Now you wake up to the truth. There's going to be particular things you do and particular things you don't do. So you're going to stop eating pork if you were eating pork and lobster, okay, and shellfish. You're going to stop doing that in the process of time. If you were a guy that liked getting fades, you're going to stop getting fades and high tops. Okay, you were going to stop doing that over time. You were going to keep a beard on your face, and these are basic things. Then you were going to start keeping what? The holy days, Sabbath days. Then you may even get circumcised. All these things you're going to do that. Why? Because it would take faith to do these things. So yeah, there's faith. It starts with faith. And I've always said that because those that come to the truth, what's the first thing they need to learn? Yahawashi. But here it is, you're trying to tell them to keep all these laws, but they don't even know about Yahawashi. So you start with Yahawashi first. Excuse me. Then, over time, they will start keeping the laws. And that's why there was a huge contention when Paul was preaching. I think it was between Paul and Peter. Okay? Because Paul, when he was amongst the Jews, he was acting a certain way. When he was amongst the Gentiles, he was also acting a certain way. Okay? He became a Gentile to the Gentiles. Okay? But to the Jews, he switched it up. Paul, a man, you got to read the Baba Kasha, read the laws and read the Gospels. Paul was on a whole nother level. Paul was on a whole nother level. Even though we give all praise to Yahawashi, but Paul, the things he went through, man. And I want to say this as well. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, to be given the opportunity of grace, of mercy, and to minister, right? Everything I've learned, I want to share, brothers. I want to put brothers, wait just a minute. I want to put brothers on game, through game. Okay, here it is. There's this pony. I didn't even think it was there. Wait just a minute. Okay. Bear me just a minute. And it says, enlightening the eyes. What's that? The mind. And also the physical eyes. But this is what the law does. What's our wisdom? It's within the law. It's within the precepts. Okay? And it says, the fear of the Lord is clean. Right? In other words, perfect, without spot, enduring forever. Right? So you're made clean by what? The fear of Yahawashi. Okay? And it says, with judgments. Okay? Maybe just when you got this horse behind me right now, or not a horse pony behind me, yamming up the grass. Maybe just a minute. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. So with the fear of the Lord, that's one of the most precious things you can have. It took me a flipping long time to learn that. I'm still going to slip and fall. But the fear I had from 5 months, a year, from 2 years, it's increased. And that's why, brothers, when you make a mistake, when you fall, you need to fall. You need to fall so you can become better. Right? So you can grow. Because if you didn't fall, how would you be able to grow? And a lot of people, they're scared of making mistakes. Right? You can't be scared to make mistakes in this life. You have to make mistakes so you can grow. Because if you never made mistakes, how are you going to grow? Okay? It's all a part of his faith. And the judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. So everything Yahawashi does is righteous. You can't look at the Yahawashi's judgments and say, well, I don't think that's right. Everything he does, even when we get judged and it may not seem fair, no, it's fair, right? It's fair. Bear with me just a minute. Bear with me just a minute. It's fair, okay? It is fair. Everything that Yahawashi does, okay? It's fair. It's righteous. All right. Bear with me just a minute. Camera's nearly blew over. Okay. Bear with me just a minute. And it says more to be desired all than of gold. Yeah. Than much fine gold. Sweeter than also honey and honeycomb. So this word is everything and it's to be desired. Even the fear of the Lord, that's to be desired. Because through the fear of the Lord, what's that going to bring you? Salvation, hope, joy. Okay? All these things. Okay? Bear with me just a minute. This pony's playing up. Alright. Calm down. Calm down. No. Yeah, it's playing up. Bear with me just a minute. It's always teething. Ponies tend to do that as well. Look for things to teeth on. Right? Alright, stop. Chariot just went past. A blue one as well. Alright, Barakati Yahawa, Barakati Yahawashi. You know? And guess what? That looked like a balloon. That was no balloon. Alright, Barakati Yahawa, Barakati Yahawashi. Barakati Yahawa, Barakati Yahawashi, Barakati Yahawa, Barakati Yahawashi. That's twice now. And it actually looks like a balloon. And it's like, hold on a minute, where did that come from? You know? It's about the fear of Yahweh by Sham Yahawashi. Right? And maintaining that fear. Bear me just a minute. Moreover, by them is thy servant warned. By what? By them is thy servant warned. By what? The laws. Okay. And keeping of them, there is a great reward. Okay. So when we go off, we're warned and we get chastised, and it makes us want to keep the law. Well, it would make someone that's repentant want to keep the law, want to do right. Okay, so let's quickly go to, bear me just a minute. Excuse me. Quickly go to Deuteronomy 4 and 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom. So it says, keep therefore and do them. This was commanded by what Moses unto what the children of Israel. Excuse me. On Mount Horeb. Okay. Keep therefore and do them. Okay. For this is your wisdom. So within the laws is our wisdom. Okay. It guides us. And your understanding in the sight of the nations. Right? Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is a great nation and understanding and wise understanding people. Right? A people with great understanding. Okay? That would be said. Right? And where does that understanding come from? From the laws, from the precepts. And the precepts, you may read the Torah and you say, well, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Exodus. Okay. Deuteronomy. Okay, and everything else in Genesis, and say, yeah, the Torah, that's all the law. The laws are also outside of them 613 as well. Isaiah, you make precepts that equate to wisdom. Proverbs, these are laws. Ecclesiasticus, these are laws. These are ways to walk. Okay, so this is our wisdom. Okay. And it says, for what, and the people shall say, for what nation is there so great? And that's why King Cyrus, He knew. That's why in captivity they picked particular men, even out of captivity. Nebuchadnezzar, he knew there was wise men within Israel that he picked that were what? Known for their wisdom, for their understanding, and for their fear of Yahawashi. Who have the Most High so nigh unto them as the Lord Yahawashi our power is in all things, who call upon him. And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I have set before you this day? So we have, look, you got to be grateful that Yahawashi has given us something that none of these other nations have. And what do you think we're going to be judging the nations by? These laws, these precepts. Okay? And I want brothers and sisters to know, all right, yes, sister, the feast of unleavened bread, if you slipped up, well, that's why Yahawashi is here. So again, don't be over righteous and don't be over wicked, lest you destroy yourself. Okay? But keep the ways of Yahawashi to the best of your ability. Okay? Bear me just a minute. We're going to shut off. I'm all blocked up. See if I can find something. Romans, I believe it's Romans. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. Romans 7 and 10. And the commandments, you know what? Bear me just a minute. Alright, yes. Romans 7 and 10. And the commandment, right? And the commandment which was ordained to life. Okay, so yes, it was ordained to bring us life, because the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, He isn't going to create a law for us that, again, that was not right for us. That was not for our betterment. It was just that we were not right. That's it. It tells you that in Hebrews. Okay. And it says, I was alive, bear me just a minute, and the commandment which was ordained to life I found to be unto death. Why? Because the breaking of it, what did that bring forth? Sin. And what did sin bring forth? Death. Mortality. Okay? For sin taken occasion by the commandment deceived me, and by it slew me. Right? Wherefore the law is holy. The law is still holy. Okay? And commandment holy, and just and good. Was then that which is good made death unto me, because we didn't keep it fully? God forbid, but sin that it might appear sin worketh death in me by that which is good, that sin that sin by the commandment might be exceeding sinful. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. Did this mean Paul was carnal? No, Paul wasn't carnal, because he was a master within the law. But in terms of being in this flesh, right? Not being able to fulfill it, the whole law. Sold under sin. For that which I do, I allow not. For that. For what I would do, I do not. But what I hate, do I. Because it's a constant battle. But the main thing is what? We've been given grace, and the grace is to what? So we can become perfected and rehearse these laws to the best of our ability. So if there's particular things, laws you can keep them laws, because that's pleasing. You can't just say, all right, yeah, it's faith, it's a lot of faith, but within faith there's particular things you're going to do and particular things you're not going to do, because you have faith. And that's part of what? Being a new man, being a new woman, because there's women in the faith as well that are repenting. So with this lesson, I really hope this was edifying. And until the next time, Shalom.